Well, welcome to the Sharin Jesus podcast on a new format. We're on video.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, guys?
Wow, go us. The poor people that are just listening to us, they didn't see us, just wave at them.
That's all right.
But before we start with our names, we need to know if we're going to like you on first appearances. Do you put pineapple on pizza or no?
I like pineapple. I'll go ahead and say it.
But on pizza.
Oh, on pizza. As a variety, twice a year.
Still unacceptable.
I have a very, very hard stance on this. Fruit does not go on pizza.
All right.
Not at all.
No Hawaiian pizza for him.
Absolutely not.
Tomato is considered a fruit. The sauce is made of tomatoes.
Ouch.
It's a fruit sauce that actually
Technically, it is.
your pizza rests upon.
Is a fruit.
I'm just saying.
It's a vegetable.
I'm not in a committed relationship with pineapple on my pizza either way.
Interesting. And I am no pineapple ever. I'm plain Jane. Give me extra cheese and give me a pepperoni. Plain Jane.
No, I've had pineapple.
Are you 12?
Before.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Extra cheese.
Which leads us into...
You can't have too much cheese on anything.
No, too much cheese is, like, not a thing.
It just has a weird consistency.
What, cheese?
No.
Pineapple.
Pineapple's on pizza.
Oh, I was about to be, like, really weirded out.
Like,
You didn't like cheese.
I will say the mixture of sweet with the pizza itself, like the sauce and everything, it's okay. But the consistency is a no-go.
Interesting take. Well, anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Parker Abear. Last time this podcast thing happened, there was no video, but I am now the worship and media pastor. It's no longer Caleb Reese. He went to a different church. Sad face. But also happy face for me, because I love my job.
Happy face for him too.
Happy face for Caleb too.
Hey, I'm happy that he's taking a step forward into pursuing God in his career in the ministry, and
Go Caleb.
hope that he continues to do that and succeeds.
So whose face did you take over for?
Well, there was no face when I got here. There was a gap, but Rob Cox was the former student pastor here, and so since I'm now the next gen pastor that's over nursery to senior, so
Gotcha.
it's been fun. It's been real fun.
Yeah, he's kind of got a bigger umbrella going on. And, of course, introducing myself, Michael Reese, pastor here. Matter of fact, just a couple of weeks ago, 8 years ago. And I replaced a fellow by the name of, or succeeded, maybe a better word, a fellow by the name of Richard Hamlin. And just glad to be having these podcasts again. It's a very informal way to have or spend time with church members, as well as people who may be listening in and getting to know who we are.
And Kyle Webb, associate pastor. I took over Sean Collins' position after he served here for 20 years. And so now he is pastoring down in Texas. Good for him and his family. And we're excited. He's a great guy, has left a great, enduring legacy. So a lot of big shoes to fill.
Nice. So we are the faces of Sharin, and me and DJ almost match. He's wearing the actual Sharin branded shirt, if you can tell.
Oh, I thought you were too. I just
No,
realized
I'm
you
just
weren't.
just
We
straight up.
probably should have put a person between us.
No,
Just
absolutely not.
Gold.
Gold.
Got gold going
You guys
on.
are the pineapple
Purple
on
and
our
gold?
pizza.
Oh, we do kind of look like a
pineapple.
Segue.
You look like the pineapple
Dude,
on the
dang.
pizza.
Dude, did you not bring me a Red Bull?
No, I actually got this morning because I worked out at 5 a.m. But we were having the discussion.
At 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
You got up at 5?
I woke up at 4:15, actually.
Oh, wow.
And then
How are you adjusting to that?
what?
So you were working for the news station with a off-the-wall
Yeah,
work
wake up
schedule.
at 2 a.m.
Yeah. How are you adjusting to the different hours?
Well, I sleep better. That's always good.
Good.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, I love my new job. Love my old job, but this job is just much more fulfilling.
Nice.
But anyways, speaking of Red Bull, we were talking in the office, and I saw a great deal. All four of us were talking about it one day. And I saw a great deal where it was 2 for $5. And there is someone on this table that has never had a Red Bull.
I'm willing to bet you're not going to get him to drink that. He's got one.
They're wanting to
it the rest of the
challenge
way.
you for a Red Bull.
That ain't happening.
Not even a sip?
I like my body too much.
But look,
Let's see what's in this.
what's in it? Well, first off, it's a 8.4 fluid ounces, but it has Red Bull F1 racing team. It has
Dude.
Max Verstappen and Checo Perez.
Bruh. This
love
has
Formula
Even
One.
said that with accent.
This has
very
53% of your daily value in sugar.
Absolutely. But here's what I'm going to eat the rest of the day. I'm going to eat chicken with noodles. Straight up.
You know, you've already had one. I should probably take this one off your
Oh, okay.
hands.
Yeah, you can have that
There
one.
you go. You guys enjoy that.
I knew.
That ain't happening.
Love Red Bull. I'm a big Red Bull fan.
He'll be in the restroom.
Not-
next
Is that
day.
Formula
like
One.
peer pressure drinking? That's
Whoa.
what that
Well,
was.
that
I've
took a turn.
dealt with that my whole life, and I've said no my whole life. So
We're proud of you, Kyle.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you for making your stand.
Well, you know, here's the deal. We talk about peer pressure among teenagers all the time. We never talk about peer pressure among adults. It exists.
That is true.
It does exist.
It just happened.
It did. Publicly.
You need to drink this, please.
Here, how about I just take it down here so we can just stop? I'll just set it right there, and people can look at it, and that's the last I'll touch
We're
it.
not sponsored by
That's
Red
it.
Bull.
Red
or-
Bull, if you would like to sponsor us,
Hey.
that'd be great.
I'm down, but we are sponsored by water. This is Brita, so go water for the win. But anyways,
Holy
next
water.
topic,
What you got?
we're gonna go favorite music genre, and here's my thought process. Everyone's like, "What? I love everything," but then they're like, "But I don't like XYZ thing." Like me personally, being a music major in college, I loved everything until I got out of college and didn't have to love anything anymore. And then I don't like neo jazz.
That's a thing.
Yes, 100%.
I don't even know what that is.
So neo jazz is basically they take the atonal movement where there's no key signature in music at all, and they just play the wrong notes, but there's no form to it.
Well, no wonder you don't like it.
Yeah, I'm a man of form and business. I'm just a man of form. Like I like things to have order.
Yeah.
If you don't know that neo jazz exists, can you still say you like all kinds of music?
That's a good question.
Because
But the question was, what's your favorite type of music?
Mine's Christian rap. Christian rap all day.
Who's your favorite Christian rapper?
Well, he's not.
Or is it? Oh, hold on. Are we about to say the same line? I'm not a Christian rapper. I'm a rapper who believes.
There you
That was
go.
KB, right?
No, he's
Oh.
not. Technically, he's not labeled a Christian rapper, but he's a rapper that's a Christian. It's NF.
He's good.
He raps about real life. He's very real with people and his fans. It's not real glorified. It's very relatable.
it's very authentic and raw. NF's. I like old school Christian rap. I'm gonna go D-Boy Rodriguez.
Wow, we went there.
You know what's funny? I don't want to date anyone, but I don't know who that is.
There you go. That is old school Christian rap right there.
Wow.
Old school, baby.
The name sounds like a mumble rapper.
He actually was like a hype guy for Tim Miner back in the day, and then he was doing some inner city mission work in Dallas, Texas, and got killed in a drive-by shooting. Actually,
Oh wow.
yeah, it was terrible.
That took a turn.
I was devastated when he lost his life. Totally devastated.
Reminds me of Bob Marley. And matter of fact, there's a movie coming out about him.
About Bob Marley?
Bob Marley, yep. His story, his life story. Of course, he's that reggae singer from
Are you saying reggae is your favorite?
Jamaica. No, Mine will be contemporary Christian music, overall genre, but strong second place is 70s and 80s old school rock.
Oh, wow.
And,
I did not see that coming.
So
I thought for sure it was 70s
Creedence,
and 80s.
Clearwater Revival, that sort of genre.
Well,
right
I
there.
thought for sure you were going to say country. 70s and 80s country.
Well, I grew up on that, but as far as in my life, the last decade or so, I don't, man, that's my go-to on Spotify.
Wow.
Last decade or so. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, if I'm going to pick what do I listen to mostly, it's contemporary Christian. But when I flip that Spotify station over, that's where it's going to. And as a matter of fact, it's already learned me, and it's got Michael's whatever that is, daily mix. Yeah. And I
It's
said,
stalking you.
yeah, they're listening in for sure.
That'd be awesome to compare our
They've got your cookies.
Spotify daily mix playlist.
What it'll suggest for you. Yeah.
So I've got music for like moods. If I'm like studying, comes with being classically trained. I listen to classical music, more specifically, Baroque music. So,
Good stuff.
What type of music?
Baroque music.
Baroque.
What is that?
So Bach Baroque the hang on. It's like Bach. Handel wrote classical music.
Oh, okay.
Then you have the Wagnerian operas.
All right, you're getting
Yeah.
way out there.
I like
Great
Vivaldi's Four Seasons.
That's a good one.
I love Vivaldi. A lot of violin.
A lot of violin.
A lot of violin
But
with Vivaldi.
if
I
I'm
like
just-
Timmy Trumpet.
That's not a person.
Yes, it is.
But
Oh, my
if
goodness.
any other time, I'm listening to Christian music, not Christmas music. Too early for that. But I'm listening to Christian music, just any type.
It's never too early for Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is
And,
You.
okay. But anyways, moving on.
It's an automatic skip on mine.
Instead of us
Guaranteed.
going this way, we're going to start with Kyle and come back this way. For the people on YouTube, they know which way I was just pointing and which orientation we're sitting in. But for the people just listening, you have no clue. We're going to start with Kyle. We're going to go, how long you've been in ministry?
I'm at a point that I'm at 31 years in ministry at this point, and did 13 years of student ministry, did a lot of years as life groups pastor, did a lot of years as a pastoral care pastor, was a senior pastor at one point, and now I'm an associate pastor.
31 years.
31 years, yes, sir.
Rocking it now to me. And
Yes, sir.
this 38 years coming up on February will be 39. Started pastoring. Matter of fact, I've only had one non-pastor, lead pastor position, and that was in 86. I was associate and youth guy, Vidalia, Louisiana. And then in December of 87, started pastoring 2 years before I got married. Just the way the Lord worked it, but God doing his thing. And so I've been pastoring, lead pastor ever since 1987.
Well, I've been in and around the ministry since I was about 8. That would put it about 25 years that I've been around the ministry. Dad was a pastor, student pastor and stuff like that. I've been in student ministry for the last 10 years. During that time, I've been associate student pastor. I've been the worship leader. I'm a recovery pastor for addiction recovery and student pastor. And here I'm the next gen pastor for all kids and students. So it's been fun. It's been really fun.
It's been really fun. Let me hold on. It's wrong so it'd be 1 month and 19 days I've been in the ministry.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Woohoo.
In about 2 hours.
In about 2 hours, exactly.
7 minutes.
That's kinda like somebody counting down to retirement, and you're counting up.
That's right. That's right. But been around, like DJ, been around it my whole life. I was born, I think, on a Saturday. I was in church the next Wednesday.
That's about right.
Yep.
Right.
So,
And for those watching or listening, Parker is my nephew. He is the son of my wife's sister, and that connection, and the Hebert family.
yep. Hebert.
So-
It's spelled incorrectly.
I was there when he was born.
It's Louisiana, and I'm just going to let everybody know on this podcast, he's an LSU fan. Sorry.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
bum, bum, bum.
Had to do it to you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Because I think he even said something in this group, this Snapchat group that we're in, that he couldn't wear LSU to church. He couldn't wear LSU attire to church, and I would say he's probably right.
100%. And I never will.
That wait a second, doesn't Arkansas play LSU this coming Sunday?
Absolutely.
Saturday,
my.
but yes, they do.
We can't start that because Parker and I
There will
go
be a
back
little
and
bit
forth.
for next Monday's podcast. There
There
will be
a
a
little.
bullet point.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it for everybody to hear.
But
The way they played Saturday, I don't think
Hey,
their
hey, hey,
chances
chill.
are that great.
I don't want to talk about Saturday.
Okay.
DJ or Kyle, are you a football person?
Yes.
You don't have the cup today.
Nope.
Now, are you more pro or college?
Pro. Yeah.
That's the way I am.
College football is way better than the NFL.
That's right. That's right.
That I do enjoy college football a lot, but growing up in Texas, I didn't really follow the college scene. We just followed the Cowboys since I grew up there, and but I've enjoyed following college football, and I've always been a huge college basketball fan. Huge.
That's right. So you played in high school, didn't you?
Correct.
Who else has played a high school sport?
I have.
Here's caveat. Did you play or were you bench warmer?
Oh no, I played.
I was a bench warmer. That's why I asked that question.
No, I played baseball. Was one.
That's why you're so good at church softball.
I'm not going to brag, but I was actually at one point one of the best catchers in the state in my class. Dead serious.
That's pretty cool. And you graduated in what year?
2009.
And you played high school ball where?
I didn't play in high school. I left sports, football, and baseball in junior high.
Just stuck with baseball?
No, I didn't play any sports after junior high
Wait, then how are you the best in the state?
because I was being looked at in junior high.
Oh.
So you didn't play high school baseball?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
That
Kyle?
I played basketball in high school, and then I walked on in college for our Division II college basketball team.
Dang.
And that is where I sat on the bench and guarded the Gatorade.
You played
I was
left
the
guard tackle?
guy. I was the guy that if we were up by a whole bunch of points, they'd put us in at the end of the game, and all my friends would get excited, and I'd jack up threes from all over the place. Or if we were getting killed, they would put us in and let the other guys rest, and then jack up threes from all over the place. So that's what I did.
So Kyle's line was, "This is high quality H2O."
For the most part, I guarded the gate. Hey, you didn't get a Gatorade without going by me.
That's right.
That's right.
I played 1 year of high school soccer
There you go.
and quit because I knew I wasn't going to play. Well, I finished the season because you don't quit in the middle of a season. You don't quit. Listen,
That's right.
I'm going to zoom in on my face on editing. You don't quit in the middle of a season. For all you cheerings out
That's right. Same way if you're being, I drilled that into Caleb, if you're being beat 40-0 in Madden, you don't throw down the controller and walk out the room,
there. Oh, and he's bad about that. I know that for sure.
Why?
because I will take my belt off and whip him back into the room.
But you're getting demolished in a video game.
You don't quit.
You take your licks and move on.
You don't quit.
If I'm getting absolutely creamed, and it's 50-something to 14, and we're going into the fourth quarter, I'm done. I'm done.
You know what you call that?
a quitter, and quitters never win. I get it, but I'm not going to win this game, so I might as well quit.
It's a microcosm for life, is what Michael is saying.
It is.
I agree with the
but
life part.
it's a principle, and now I don't know. He may still do that. I don't know, but he better not in front of me.
I don't
care if he
think
is
does
25 years
playing
old.
Other people.
He does.
But okay. One last topic of how you order something, because while we tried last week to get this up and running, it didn't work. My fault. But you're pulling into the Starbucks or the 7 Brew or the Shadrack's Coffee in Conway, my personal favorite. Sponsor us, Shadrack's, if you hear this. What are you ordering at the coffee shop? Are you going frou-frou coffee? Are you going, I'm here for the food? Like, which is weird if you go to Starbucks and get one of those, like, grilled cheeses or anything. But what are you ordering whenever you pull into the coffee shop? Straight black coffee? And the season is like how it is now.
Well, Kyle's not a coffee drinker,
Yeah,
so
I was going to say, I'm not driving into the coffee shop. Not going to happen. It'll
What's
be
in
like
your-
this Red Bull.
He'll just sit there.
It is not being consumed.
Or like
just-
pineapple pizza.
Just not going to happen.
I like it.
I'm going into Dunkin', pulling into Dunkin' Donuts, getting a large French vanilla iced coffee with 2 turbo shots. That's where it's at.
Turbo shots.
Turbo shots.
Are you trying to
What does that
turn
even
into,
mean?
like, what, are you trying to run laps? Like,
Espresso.
trying to
Oh,
raise
It's a
it?
real
espresso.
strong.
Oh, okay.
They just call them turbo shots.
Okay.
Espresso is copyrighted.
Well, I just,
Bye.
well,
Not really.
Yes.
when I
it
hear
really?
shots, I think alcohol.
By
Center. No.
Starbucks.
I'm sorry. When I hear shots, I think alcohol. I was like, I didn't know Duncan did. That's weird. Okay, but
Oh yeah,
it's espresso.
I get alcohol in my coffee on the way to church, right before I preach.
Again, I don't drink coffee, so you know,
So what's
all
in
of
your
your
Yeti
all of what
right
you're
now?
talking about is whatever.
Right.
What's in your Yeti if you don't drink coffee?
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
That's a good number 2.
That's his form of caffeine is sweet tea, which is a southern staple. Sweet tea.
I don't like sweet tea.
You know, I went north before when I first got out of high school. I was working in the agricultural field. We stopped at this place. I want to say it was like Roadhouse, Steakhouse, or something like that. It was in Indiana. We go in. Been a long day out in the field, and this is my literal first day there. And the waitress comes around. She was like, "Hey, what does everybody want to drink?" They're going through their drinks. They get to me. I said, "I want sweet tea." I'm not kidding. The lady looked me in my face and said, "What's that?"
Right.
I said, "It's
Ouch.
tea with sugar in it."
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, okay, I can do that." So then she comes to the table and she brings me a cup of iced unsweet tea and a thing of sugar. And I was like, no. That
Right.
doesn't work. You've got to put the sugar in the tea while it's hot
And then stir it up.
and stir it. Let the hot water melt the sugar down, and then you pour it over ice. And she was like, "Oh, we don't do that here."
We don't do that here.
And I was like, "Wow, I'm in a different culture
Yep.
up here."
My dad used to call that Yankee tea.
Yeah.
Unsweet tea is
Yeah.
Yankee tea.
That's right. It's nothing but brown
And
water.
then you put the sugar in and you stir, and you still see it floating
it just
around
is
in there.
in the bottom of the cup.
Yep.
Then you got to drink it with a straw.
Then it's chunky. Yeah,
That's the only way to get the sugar.
chunky tea.
Man. It's just. As
But-
much as I don't like I can deal with sweet tea, but I'm not a sweet tea person. But unsweet tea, like if I take a sip of it, I'm just like,
Yep.
So can anybody guess what's in my Yeti?
The same thing that's in mine.
What's that?
Black coffee.
Black coffee. That's
black
right.
coffee.
Frou.
Well, y'all will sometimes put Reese's peanut butter cups in there in your coffee. Isn't that what you do?
Absolutely not.
You don't put candy in in your coffee.
Then what do you put in your?
This is candy.
I watched you do it. What did you put in your coffee? We were at the luncheon thing, and you put something in your.
Oh, I didn't put anything in my coffee.
He was probably playing a joke
I
on
was
you.
eating the peanut butter cup.
Well,
into
that'll
my coffee.
work.
That works. But I'm not.
Anytime you eat a Reese's peanut butter cup is.
Yeah.
That is true. Favorite snack Just all-time favorite snack.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a repeat of last week. Yeah, I know what he's eating.
Well, wait. Because that's different than last week. Because last week was favorite road trip snack. Favorite snack is totally different. So we're going to go Baby Ruth on favorite snack.
We'll go favorite snack.
Okay, Baby Ruth.
Man, what's yours? You go first.
Well, he's got a point because you said road trip snack, and I went to something that made his nose curl, which was pork skins.
And old pork rinds.
On the road, yes, and I don't know why, but I know it's low carb, so I don't have to worry about carbs. But and then some sort of Coke that goes with it, and it basically does the same thing as coffee. You get a little sugar, you get a little bit of pick me up because you're trying to stay awake, so you got caffeine and sugar. But as far as snack at the house, I do like popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
At the house.
Are you a big butter person on your popcorn?
It's, Orville's or whatever those good brands are, and it says butter popcorn. Yes, sir.
I'm going Act 2, extra butter.
That's a good brand.
Act 2 is my favorite popcorn.
Amy eats that.
I'll pop it, and then I'll put it into a separate bowl because I don't want to get my hands dirty. You never want to get your hands dirty. Well, unless we're working, but like when you're eating, unless it's ribs. But anyways, moving on.
Well, so that's a good snack.
My favorite snack is a number one double from Wendy's. No, I'm just playing. Snack. No, if any snack.
Any snack. Like you walk into the convenience store and you're like, I can get something here, or you walk into your pantry. What are you grabbing?
Oh man!
Not on a road trip. You're just like driving.
What if I'm just driving down the road and I pop into Sonic?
Is that a snack?
Yes.
Yeah, we call them sneakity snacks. So we just go to Sonic, get
like a mozzarella
snack.
stick with ranch.
Pay for it in cash, so the wife doesn't find out. Which, Matt, if you're listening,
I've got a favorite
I've never done that before.
snack at Sonic. I do.
Mozzarella stick with ranch, hands down the best.
What is it?
Mozzarella stick with ranch.
Mine is those cheddar poppers, cheddar peppers.
Oh yeah, those are pretty good.
It's interesting.
But if I had to pick a snack at the house, it'd just be a bowl of cereal.
So last
What
question.
kind of cereal though?
Oh, cereal. Cereal. Let's go. Favorite cereals.
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah. Interesting.
What about you?
Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, Lucky
Cereal?
Charms. You got to eat the cereal first, and marshmallows last.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. You got to separate those things out.
That's too much work.
No,
'Cause
it's not.
sometimes you got to fight the marshmallow to get in your spoon, and I'm like, no, that's too much.
Me and my kids growing up, our favorite cereal probably through the years, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm
That's a good
going Captain Crunch berries. Extra berries.
Just berries or with the Captain Crunch?
With the
With that Captain Crunch, it'll like cut the roof of your mouth.
Every
No,
time.
Dude,
no.
it's like
Every
we
time.
have.
pour
We are
it.
here to inflict wounds on you. Enjoy our cereal.
And it all
So
tastes the
good.
same.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You pour the cereal first, then you pour the milk. Obviously, if you're a milk person.
And then you got to let it set for 3 hours so it's soggy enough not to cut the roof of your mouth.
No, I'd let it sit for like 5 minutes. I'll go on about my business, and I'll come back to it. And
Then it's soggy.
exactly. It's perfect.
What's the worst cereal that you've ever
That's
had?
what I was just thinking.
The worst cereal that you've
Those
ever had.
shredded wheat cube things.
Whoa,
Those are
whoa.
nasty.
You're talking about the frosted mini wheats?
Yes.
Dude.
Well,
that-
That ain't right.
They've also got them unfrosted.
You might as well eat a bale of hay.
Yeah.
the unfrosted.
Hey, what's your favorite cereal? Bale of hay. That's
Those
exactly what that is.
Checks.
They even put it in a form of a
wheats.
bale of hay.
Looks like a pillow. Like
Yeah.
a little pillow.
Pillow of death.
If it don't have the sugar on one side, then it's like you said, it's straight hay.
Yeah. I would say are they corn pops? The yellow ones? They're
Those are good. Yeah.
They get soggy way too fast.
Like
You know
Captain
what-
Crunch.
You know what gets soggy? Frosted Flakes.
It does.
I'm not saying they're the worst. I'm going bale of hay. The wheat thins or whatever they're called. The Wheaties. I don't know.
Wheat thins.
I don't even know what they're
I want
called.
to pour me
They're
a
so
couple
bad.
wheat thins with this milk.
That's on your charcuterie board.
Charcuterie. Yep. Oh, that was from Jordan Wilk. Who was that from? That said charcuterie board.
I don't know.
But anyways,
It's just an adult Lunchable.
that is true.
Facts.
It's an adult Lunchable.
Facts.
But we're going to charge you $45 to eat it.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go get me a Lunchable.
I'm still going to eat it.
On a board.
I'd make my own.
It's just nuts.
All right, no statistics. Just after the second week of watching teams play. NFL, last question. NFL predictions of the Super Bowl. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
Oh, my. DJ, you want to go?
Not really.
He's a Broncos fan.
I'm a Broncos fan, so I haven't really been keeping up. I
There
keep
you
up
go.
with the stats right now. Until they consistently win, I probably won't get into the NFL game for a minute.
I'm going Bengals.
So you're not going to follow the NFL this year?
Okay, here we are. Here we are. Let's see what happens.
You're done.
Monday, September the 18th.
He says the Cowboys.
I'm not. And two, I love for them to be in the Super Bowl, but I'm going to make a prediction based on fact, not fantasy.
Okay.
And because I love my Cowboys, I will root for them even when they're losing 40-0. Fortunately, they won 40-0. And but that big head meme you sent me, it was very funny, but untrue for this fella because I've lived in agony for too long. Let's see. NFC for the Super Bowl. I'm going to have to either go with the Eagles, even though I hate the Eagles. And then I'm going to say AFC. The Chiefs they're struggling this year. I could see them making it back to the Super Bowl because too early. 2 games is nothing. I've seen Super Bowl winners start off 0-2. But AFC, I'm either going to have to go with. I'm going to say I'm going to go with who they lost. They lost yesterday, and I'm going to go with the Jaguars. So Super Bowl prediction: Jaguars and the
Trevor
Eagles.
Lawrence pulls it out.
Yeah, I think they've got a good team. I think that's the reason they stayed so close to the Chiefs yesterday. And even though the Chiefs aren't firing on all cylinders right now.
I think I gotta go Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Because here's my thought process.
He's 0-2 right now.
He's 0-2 after being the highest paid player, and he's hearing all the noise. Oh, highest paid player and then he jumped off the face of the earth. Doesn't care about football. I think he hears all that noise, and he says, "You know what? I've got this." They go crazy the rest of the year.
He did at LSU.
He did at LSU.
He heard all the noise and he caught a gear and took off.
Exactly. I can tell you the moment it changed is whenever he got hit the year before they won, undefeated. He got hit by the UCF player in their bowl game. And then took off, went crazy from there. And I think the Eagles make it back, and I think they win it. And they're doing the interviews at the end of the game. They go up to Jason Kelsey, and what are you going to do now? I'm retiring. I'm going to Disney World. It's a storybook ending for Jason Kelsey in his NFL career.
So who are the Bengals playing?
I think the Eagles.
Okay.
Who do you got?
Mary Chiefsmith.
I knew it. I hesitated to even ask. Who's on the other side?
I think it's going to be the Eagles.
Ooh, you think we get a Kelsey Bowl rematch?
Oh, yeah.
I
think
that.
so.
I like that. Mama
Who do you
K.
think?
Mama K, we want to see you again.
If she hears this.
Highly doubt it.
It was
Now,
awful.
I do have 3 of the 4 picked for the Final Four in college football. Already.
No. We're not getting into this.
I've already got 3 of the Final 4 picked.
We're Super Bowl.
I just
We'll talk about college football next week whenever the LSU Tigers take on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Ouch.
There you go.
No, I don't even have LSU in my Final Four.
As
That's
you
not
should.
what he's saying. What
But
he's saying
he's not
is let's
he's not
talk
wanting
college.
to talk about it because I don't have LSU in the Final Four.
Well, no,
Well, you're not going to have them in there next week either. So
No, I'm not.
We can wait.
I don't think anybody will topple Colorado.
we'll talk about it next week,
I'm just saying.
along with a biblical conversation.
I'm on the buff train, baby.
NFL Super Bowl. Are you opting out? Do you abstain? Do you plead the fifth
From the NFL?
from the NFL?
Oh,
the
no.
Super Bowl question.
I'll say
It's tough this early.
Chiefs.
Don't pander to him.
I'm not.
Oh, he's not. He's not. He's a Broncos fan.
Who's what side is the Cowboys on?
They're the NFC.
NFC.
The Chiefs or AFC?
Yep.
I'm going Chiefs Cowboys.
There you go.
Well, you've heard it here. They're locked in.
That would be cool.
Our predictions are locked in for the Super Bowl.
They are.
Tune back in next week or the next episode if this is done early.
When you're listening back to back.
If
Yeah.
this episode goes through.
This episode will go through.
It'll work.
Last
will
week it
work.
didn't work. That's why we keep saying that. But
I love you guys.
love y'all. Have a great rest of your day.